back to my channel. Welcome back to another video about Osmo Stuff. I happen to be Osmo Stuff, and thank you so much for tuning in on yet another video. This video is part 2 of my previous video where I was doing a Q&A from questions that I got from Instagram from you guys. Now that video, man, I realized when I was editing, I didn't realize as I was recording about bed, and then when I was editing I was like, there's flies and I'm so annoyed and it's so hot, guys. Joburg and flies, it would be the reason why I leave. But in that video I realized that I was editing, so I will try my best today not to overindulge and just to answer the questions sober-minded, because I realized also it was so long. The video was so long. I had to cut it and cut it and cut it and cut it. I think it's 50 something minutes, but the original was an hour 30 because I was just rambling and rambling and rambling. So I will also try to keep this one short. So that video was get ready with me. This video is a mukbang, like I promised. So I got myself a seafood boil from Seafood Boil SA. I should pose for the thumbnail. Okay, so it's a seafood. That's why there's so many flies, because it's seafood and flies love anything that smells, actually. So I'm going to be answering the rest of the questions. I'm going to pick up from where I basically left off. I feel like my hair is weird. I don't know why. But anyway, it's so hot, you guys, and now I switched on lights. And then I'm having some chateo, however you pronounce it. Love it, love it, love it. Love the babes. If you guys see flies flying around in the video, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we left off with the question. Where are my questions? There. We left. Remember, I broke them down into 3 categories. We were done with the first category, which was personal. We were on to family. I think the last question that I left was any plans, white wedding. Are you going to have a white wedding? I'd love to see you in a white dress. That was the last question that I answered. So the next question after that is, where do you think you'd be in life if you didn't have a husband and a baby? First of all, if I didn't have a husband and a baby, so this fly, I will deal with it. I want it to come back. What does he think this is? First of all, if I didn't have a husband and a baby, I would most probably still be living with my friend, perhaps doing my honors, I don't know for sure. Perhaps working, I'll be a corporate hand, probably, with my own place, maybe sharing with a friend, depending on how much I earn. Living life, I'm sure. I'm still living life now, but I'm sure I would be living it more, Yeah, I think I'd be a corporate hand. I don't think I'd be a full-time content creator. Definitely my own place. I wouldn't be staying at home, that's for sure. A job, a car, just living it up, basically. How's Jim with your personal trainer? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. First of all, Jim. Jim is a bitch. I'm so sorry to say, but Jim is so hard. I work out every second day, so I skip a day, I work out the next day, skip a day, work out the next day. I'm trying and it's paying off. Hey, I see a difference even in my clothes. I see a difference, so it's going quite well. My husband and I did sober Jan. Cheers. We did sober Jan for like the longest, dry Jan. So we weren't drinking, so I had less sugar, worked out, ate healthy and everything. So I do see a difference. I don't know after Jan, when we go back to being normal people, drinkers and whatever, if I'm going to gain weight again. I don't know, but I hope not. I will also try to like continue eating healthy. Okay. Can we have a day with a toddler vlog? So I would love to do that, but I think with that I would have to do 2 separate vlogs. Woo! I would have to do 2 days with a toddler, not just one. One day where it's just me and Unzi's, and then another day where it's what I do when the helper is around, because the helper's not full-time. And there's days where she's not here, so I'd have to do a vlog where she's here, I have to do a vlog where she's not there, but it is something that I thought of doing, just to show you what I get up to when I'm with him, when I'm a full-time mom, and what I get up to when I'm a part-time mom. I enjoy the part-time more, I won't lie to you guys. Wow. But yes, I will definitely put that out for you guys. Yeah, I think yo, I went down the wrong pipe. Hi, Bo! What's going on? Yo. Okay. Yo. How did the transition from breastfeeding to bottle feeding go? First of all, my child transitioned himself. He did not even ask anyone's permission. He didn't care how anybody felt. He decided he doesn't want the breast and he stopped. At 4 months, my pediatrician was like, hey, how about you supplement your baby? So after breastfeeding, give him a bottle of formula with azotluta, because he wasn't getting full. So we did that. We got formula and bottles and everything. And after a breastfeed, I would give him the bottle. I started done. He decided he prefers the bottle over the boob. So whenever I give him the boob, he'd be like, no thanks, ma'am. Whenever I give him the bottle, he'd suck it. So he transitioned himself. He decided he no longer wants my breast at 4 months. So he stopped breastfeeding. I didn't stop him. So the transition was quite easy for me because I didn't have to force him. He did it on his own. I went through the most. If anybody was depressed, yo, I cried, guys. I didn't understand why, because in my plan, I was gonna breastfeed until like 2 years or something, you know? Because I want him to have all the nutrients of breast milk. I want him to be a strong baby. I want him to be this, I want him to be that. So when he stopped breast milk, I was just like, oh my god, my child is gonna get sick. My child is not gonna develop properly, whatever. And it was my husband who calmed me down and was like, just relax, dog, he'll be fine. You have to respect that he doesn't want to, you can't force him, you know, you can't force him. And I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I was going through it. How many kids are you and hubby planning on having? To be honest, before Una, we wanted 3 kids. Post Una, we are fine with Una. We're okay with 1 child right now. Yo, guys, I think we didn't know with him having a child is so much work. So we're just like, we're good, thanks. Scram. We're fine with Una. No, but to answer the question honestly, we would like 3 kids. If God willing, 3 kids would be great. If God only wants us to have one, that's cool too, you know, that's great, but we would like 3. How are you and hubby keeping the spark with the baby? Oh, guys. Why am I laughing? Because I just remembered, was it this morning? I think it was this morning, and we woke up and when I was still asleep in his cot, because the cot is like next to the bed. We woke up and, you know, we thought, why not? You know, we thought, why not? Can you not? You know, not. And guys, as things got heated, you know, I look at the cot. Is Una not looking at us like this? And we had to stop what we're doing because, yeah, underage, what? Oh, guys, this fly. But yeah, it's very hard to keep the spark because there's always a baby there. I think, before the baby, we were quite spontaneous. Now we have to consider that there's a baby, and unfortunately, it's in my ear, guys. It's so disrespectful. It is so. Anyway, yeah. We have to keep in mind that it's his space too, you know. So it is quite hard to be spontaneous. On weekends, if he goes to my mom or if he goes to Nelspruit or wherever, it's very easy to like keep the spark on. But when he's here full time, Sana, there's no spark. The spark is him. He is the spark. Because wow. Now we're moving on to the last category. I feel like now I'm actually doing what I had to do in the beginning, like rushing through the not rushing, but like getting to the just answering the question instead of making it a story time like I did with the previous video. So last category is the house. Questions about the hizzy. Questions about the house. Question 1, are we gonna get a house tour? Unfortunately not. Hubby and I decided not to have a house tour. We decided we'd like to keep this sacred. Yeah, we'd like to keep it as like our own little thing. So there will be no house tour. But I obviously will be doing vlogs in the house, so you guys will because if I react, you won't like it. Anyway, but since I will be doing vlogs in the house, you guys will get to see bits and pieces of the house. But what I can tell you guys, I can tell you about the house, I just can't show you the house because we decided not to. It's a 3-bedroom, 3 bathrooms. It's a double story, 3 bed, 3 bath. It's a standalone house and it has a yard. It's in an estate. What else? It's pretty. Oh, and we're the first people to stay here because it was being built when we bought it. So it's fresh. It's still brand new. It literally was done in end of October. They finished building. So yes, it's our pretty house. Okay, how was house hunting? Yes, sis. It was. What did I drop? It was so exciting. It was so exciting. I've never house hunted, so, and it was my duty because my husband goes to work every day. So when he'd leave, when Unzi's sleeping, I'm just there. No. We started house hunting when I was pregnant. Excuse me. So I had nothing to do during the day except for eat. So I'd house hunt, and then after Unzi's was born, I was still house hunting because we couldn't find the one. Couldn't find what we both want, you know. So house hunting was fun for me because I enjoyed seeing like new houses, nice houses and whatever. And then I would write it on my notes app, whatever like I saw, and then when my husband comes back, I show him the houses that I saw and whatever. This would literally be him. No. So that's why it took long, because my husband is picky. Me too. But like, yeah. But you know, yeah. Is your new house your dream house? No, because my dream house is a beach house and there's no beach in Joburg. So no, I would much rather be at a beach house, standing like it next say the wind and the waves. The waves hit me in my face, and and then my hair does this. My hair does this in the air. That's my dream house. But it is a gorgeous house. My husband didn't like it in the beginning. I had to beg for this house. He didn't like certain things about it. I'm not gonna go into specifics, but there's certain things that he didn't like about it, and I was just like, no, but like look at it this way. I'm like, you know, and happy wife, happy life. So he agreed eventually, and then we bought the house in June, but it was only getting finished in October, and we only moved in December because the house had to be registered in our names, and that takes a long process. House hunting was amazing. House purchasing, yes sis. Wow, the purchasing period of buying a house, sorry, it's sorry, I was checking if it's not one, because somebody did ask me like how was the purchasing process, and I just did not put it in the questions. But let me tell you, yes sis, buying a car I thought was a long process, and then when we had to buy a house, guys, there is so much that goes into buying a house. And be like, you know what, keep it. And funny enough, when my husband tells me, he's like, we actually had it smooth, like people have it harder than we did. And I was so annoyed most of the time. At some point I was like, yes, I'm going to move back to my mother's house, because if you guys are and I don't want to stay in a flat anymore, I'll move to my mother's house. With my husband, I would have packed him in my bag. But house purchasing, sorry, and I was about to lie and say never again, but that's a lie, because we're probably going to purchase another property. How is having a house and how is the decorating? Guys, aliko ilanga lomhlolo where I'm at a mall and I don't come back with something for the house. Like, there's always something to buy, there's always something exciting, there's always like little things, man. I started buying when we were still at the flat, but I couldn't tell you guys that I was buying for the house. I don't know if you guys remember a vlog where I had bought new champagne glasses, new plates. It was for the new house. But I obviously couldn't say in that vlog that, oh, we're planning to buy a house. We bought a house. We're just waiting for it to finish being built and whatever. So it's so nice, man. Guys, I can't from the flat, hey? Like the pots, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they are so out of fashion for my new house. Things that I actually like, our plates, our cutlery, everything. I just want new things, because new beginnings, come on, eh? I just want new things. I want to get out with the old, in with the new. Guys, I want to change everything. We are literally gonna get rid of the couch, I even want to change the bed. I want us to get a brand new bed. Like, I just want everything to be spanking new. You get me? Decorating is weird because I have my own style, my husband has his own style, and incorporating it, putting it together. Guys, the rain is starting and it's gonna make a noise. Oh my god. Putting our styles together, it's a mission because I like things chic and new and shining and bougie. He likes the rain. Can you guys even hear me over this noise? Because wow. Okay, I'm going to speak through this rain because I actually have somewhere to be. So if I wait for this noise to stop, I'm not gonna finish this video. I just hope the noise is not that loud. Anyway, so I like bougie things, and then he likes like industrial woods and warm tones, and you know, so it is a struggle to decorate because we have to sit down and reach middle ground because it's both our house. It's not Sundidik. It's not just mine. So yeah, decorating it is a bit tricky. I always get my way. I hope he doesn't watch this video because then I won't get my way. I always end up getting my way, but I asked him what he thinks, you know. Yeah. How long did it take for you to decide on a new home? Any deal breakers? It took us over 9 months, over 10 months, 11. I think it took us a year. I think it was like over a year for us to settle on a house, or for a lack of a better term, me to get my way on what house I wanted. Any deal breakers? My only deal break, not only, I had 2 deal breakers. My one deal breaker was it must be a pretty kitchen, and my kitchen is gorgeous. It must be a pretty kitchen, and it must be in a secure estate. I'm alone most of the time during the day with the baby or with the nanny or whatever, so I'd like to feel safe. Man, people are trying to make ends meet, hey, and they will make ends meet by any means necessary. So I don't want to find myself in a position where I'm alone and somebody's trying to make ends meet and they break into the house. And yeah, so I wanted a secure estate. Those were my 2 deal breakers. Excuse me, my husband's 2 deal breakers. Yeah, he also had 2. My husband's 2 deal breakers, but he has to have a big yard, 1, and then it has to have an en-suite bathroom. So he doesn't like not having a bathroom in the main bedroom. He wants an en-suite bathroom. So yeah, those were our deal breakers. You have achieved so much at a young age. Do you ever get any imposter syndrome, and how do you tackle it? I won't lie, I don't tackle it. I do have imposter syndrome, but I don't tackle it. I literally have the worst imposter syndrome because I'm always just like, no, is this me? Spicy. I'm always just like, is this me? Like, is this really my life? Like, is this, God heard my prayers, you know? So I do have a lot of imposter syndrome, and I don't tackle it because I don't know, it feels like I'm living someone else's life and I'm watching it through the window, or like watching it on TV, or like whatever. With a lot since falling pregnant. Yeah, since falling pregnant, I've just been aware of everything. I've just been like, wow, you got married? Okay, wow, you had a baby? Okay, wow, you got a house? Wow, you got a car? You know, like, I'm just like, wow. You know, it doesn't feel like it's, yo, Lembula is getting serious. 4 or 5 years ago, you told me that this is the life that God has in store for me, there's no way. I would have told you that you're a liar. You're a liar. Last question. I hope this video is not too long, Jesus. Whose idea was the dog? Yours or mechanic? This was my husband's idea. Let me tell you guys, that man. My daughter! I'm a daughter! Let me tell you. When, after buying the house, right? And we're waiting for it to be finished. He kept telling me that, he wants a dog. And I'm like, dog, you know how I feel about dogs. I'm not the biggest dog fan. My brother at home has always had dogs. So I grew up with dogs in the yard, but I'm not their friend. Like, I don't like dogs. I don't, And he knows this. I think the first time he met my brother's dogs, he asked me their names, and I'm like, one of them is Spikiri, and the other one, I'm not sure. Which one Spikiri is, I don't know, but one of them, I've heard somebody say Spikiri. Like, yeah, so I'm not a fan of dogs, and he knew this. So he's like, he wants a dog, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, in whose house? No. Hi, he shows me a picture of a Rottweiler. He's like, this is the dog I want. I'm gonna get it. I'm like, no, you're not. Because whose house is this dog gonna stay in? Not mine. Definitely not mine. Because I think, And after some months, he's like, he kept like mentioning the dog. Like, yes, I'm getting a dog, babe, I'm getting this dog. Getting this dog. And didigwe hilenda bayalenja. Didigwe finish kuvagenja. Yinwiri inja. Okoko inja. I was fed up about hearing about the dog. So I was just like, you know what, my boy, do it. Get this dog. Get it. Get the dog. And you know what he did? He got the dog. That man got the dog. Dina stress. Dina stress. When he first brought it, I was like, no ways. Apparently though, that night, where were we coming from? It was the night, I think it was the night of one of my previous vlogs, where in December we went for a luncheon at a friend's house, and our other friend was cooking, and I went with my husband's best friend. That night is when the dog came home, and I was not sober, right? And apparently I took the dog, I hugged it, and I was affectionate with the dog. Does not sound like me. I feel like, first of all, it's a made-up story because I cannot confirm or deny, but I know myself and I know my heart. So apparently I was hugging the dog and being nice to the dog. I'm still nice to him now. I take him to the vet because he's still a baby. He's 3 months old. I take him to the vet. I feed him. I give him water. I play with him. Yeah. But I don't like the dog. He's not my friend. I named him Udola. Why did I name him Udola? Because his name is Dola, and then when we get another one, hopefully never, when we get another one, we're gonna name that one Billion. So then it's gonna be $1 billion. Get it? Get it? My husband hates it, but I like it. So yeah, those are the questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A session. I actually did not even finish half of my seafood boil, but I did finish the questions and I'm still sober, so that is great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you like, you comment, and you subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. I love you guys to the moon and back, and to the moon again and back again, and so on and so forth.